What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know I say this every time, but today is a really special episode of the show, okay? I found two cars about a week ago online, you know, just casually browsing, bring a trailer, classifieds all around North America, and I found two Skyline R34 GTRs. Okay, no, but they're left-hand drive converted, which is the insane part. So just around the corner here are these GTRs, and here we are. You know, a week ago I had no idea these existed, and I come to find out they're actually local cars. One, they're for sale. Two, and we're gonna film them right now. Three. So, behold, R34 GTRs ready for North America. So we're gonna start with this one right here. If you guys don't know, R34 is manufactured between 98 and 02, so only a 4-year period, and those are divided up into Series 1 cars and Series 2 cars. So this is a 02. As you can see, pretty stock. It's got the Z-Tune front bumper here and Z-Tune front fenders. You guys obviously saw Charles on the channel recently. A lot of his GTRs, as you can see, have these Z-Tune fenders. But here we are. Let's step inside to see what a left-hand drive GTR looks like. It's kind of odd to look at and to feel, because they've actually been able to retain that center MFD Skyline display that is exclusive to the GTRs, right? That's not on the GTTs. And then of course you have a Nismo gauge cluster. In this one, you've got the Nismo shifter. Factory GTR seats. I believe this one was originally color code QA1 white, and now it is bright red. So this one has been repainted, but this is, out of the two cars here, this is the one that's a little bit more factory. Let's come around to this side. So obviously, if you're in the United States, R34s are not legal for another, I guess this is an 02, so it won't be legal for another 5 years. Yeah, about 5 years. The earlier cars, the 98s and 99s, which that one is built in 98, those ones will be legal in like 2.5 years, depending on the month and the build date, right? But the important thing is, as we go and check over this white one, over the years, obviously here at Roads Untraveled, we've shot a lot of right-hand drive vehicles. And I was thinking about this the other day. I have driven in my entire, I've been driving for whatever, around 10 years. I have spent more time driving right-hand drive vehicles by far than left-hand drive vehicles. So in my experience, people who come to us and who are around JDM cars are a little bit scared of right-hand drive because they haven't driven it. That's been my experience. Most people that come to me and say, you know, they're vehemently opposed to right-hand drive right off the get-go, it's usually like an initial knee-jerk reaction of, they're dangerous, they get in more accidents. While statistically that is true, it's like, well, there's a sacrifice involved. And I'd say, if you haven't driven right-hand drive, try it. But for those of you who won't settle for anything less than your normal North American standards, this is kind of a one-of-a-kind vehicle. There aren't very many left-hand drive swapped R34s on the planet. As you can see here, we've got the dash looks a little bit different actually. Grayson, I don't know if you can come to see this vent here and the airbags. Compare that stock side by side to a factory R34 GTR. I'm not sure if that is identical, but it looks to be done. Like, the swaps look to be done very nicely. These are from the United Arab Emirates, so they are from the other side of the planet. Obviously over there, their laws don't allow them. Like here in Canada, we're actually allowed to drive on the right side of the road. We do, like for my Skyline, for instance, I pay more. I pay an insurance premium every month because statistically it is more dangerous. But if you're in a country where you're not allowed to drive on the right, here it is, left-hand drive GTR. This one has a Momo steering wheel, Nismo cluster as well, which seems honestly to be kind of the go-to for guys in their GTR mods. This one, I'm more stoked on the white one. I know the red one's an 02, but this white one is done up so nicely. Fitment's really nice down here. Pop the hood on this one. Okay, we'll take a look at the engine on this one. But yeah, that's crazy. Mines, strut tower bar, brace across there. And this is one of the most unique things. So if you guys are in the States, or if you are into GTRs and you've done any amount of searching around the forums or online, you may think, okay, Marcus, you're taking a steering column that's coming in on this side and you're moving it over here. Well, wait, that's where the RB26, the twin turbos are. Where are you gonna put them? But apparently, this is still running factory twins, or it's running twins of some kind. And as you can see, the engine bay looks factory. If you just looked at this engine bay and you told me this was left-hand drive, you would never know. So that to me is very impressive. Probably the most impressive thing about these swaps. I really wish we knew more about who did these swaps. Maybe we'll find out. No, they're not legal to import into the States just yet. We are up here in Canada, and they are not like registered really. So while these could be registered here in Canada, if you are in the States, you basically have a couple of options. You can go the really sketchy route and go down to Florida and try to get your car registered kind of in a gray zone until it's 25 years or older. Or you can potentially store it up here in Canada for another, 2 to 5 years until it is legal. Very exciting times. 5 years ago, R34s for you guys in the States were super unattainium, but now we're coming in close. The time period is quickly closing, and as you can see, the values of these are just like, might be a bubble, but it might not be also. So anyways, that's those are two left-hand drive R34 GTRs. I really had to come and show you guys. So there is a slight difference here. They're both Z-Tune front bumpers, but this one obviously has the carbon splitter on it and this one does not. So the ride height looks a lot higher on this one. And that's why I say that this one just like, even though I like the red better, the white, this one has such a stance to it. Okay, so this is one of the earlier models. This one was built in '98. So when I say the time is closing to when you Americans are able to bring in R34 GTRs, I'm talking like 2.5, 3 years for an early GTR like this, which is pretty fantastic, but see how it sounds. Oh yeah, there we go. How's that? All right, you guys. More than anything, I think this video is just showing you guys what is actually possible, because I know a lot of you are very apprehensive. Even though you may be JDM fans, you are apprehensive about driving right-hand drive if you never have before. And I get it. I get it. I'm in a special position because we have driven a lot of JDM cars and I'm extremely used to driving on the right side. But here are two examples. Thank you so much for coming out and to join us on this incredible look at two very special GTRs. We'll see you guys next time.